Hello Libra, and welcome to your reading. I'm sorry it's been a gap between I did the last air signs, because you see I did Aquarius last, and that's my sign, and I kind of took my own advice. The title was "You have to come back to the living," and well, I got kind of bored with my life lately, so I thought, how do I make this more fun? So I spent a week or so trying to learn playing the guitar, just enjoying the spring that is soon to be here, and I decided to go to a music festival this summer. So, well, it's a good thing about doing readings. I often get insights while I read for other people, so it's a win-win. And Libra is actually, I have a moon. My moon is in Libra, so this reading is for both you and me. So I'm using this, my oldest deck, Angel Tarot by Durgati. So let's see what the angels have to say to Libra. And the first card that comes out is the wheel. So this is really nice. This is things starting to moving again. And you know, in astrology, Mars is the first month of the year. So, or you know, Aries is like the first sign. I think is it in Iran, for example, Iran? They are celebrating New Year's in Mars. They are well, doesn't really matter, but it's probably more countries. But I don't know. This is like a time of positive changes for you. A situation suddenly moves forward and fortune is on your side. So this is also like a wheel of fortune, but I think it's a very good card to start out a reading with. The wheel. It's like something that you have been trying and waiting, and suddenly it moves forward. I just want one card at a time, please. Lovely deck. So what do you guys do for relaxing? I usually watch movies or read books, but now I can't stop playing that damn guitar. I feel like too many cards. I feel like a teenager who's got her first instrument, and I'm not a teenager, but it's kind of a nice feeling. And the next card that comes out is 8 of Air. So this card says like afraid to take action. So I was thinking a while here, because 8 of Air is sometimes about feeling mentally stuck. You're kind of afraid to move forward, even though it's not a problem. And the thing that is stopping you to move forward in the 8 of Air is usually fear. And but this card says that the fear is an illusion. So here, when things are suddenly moving forward, you might feel a bit scared. And well, you shouldn't totally ignore your fears, because sometimes when we force ourselves, it's not a good thing. But if you're scared, find out like a way to go that you're comfortable with, and just put one foot in front of the other in your own speed. And here is probably why you need to take it, why you're scared, and why you need to put like one foot in front of the other in your own speed, because the next card that comes out is Ten of Fire, and it's usually about burnout, and that's not good. We should all take that seriously, Libra. So and this creature looks like it's kind of biting its own tail. So it's when perhaps this what I said, that you've been trying with something to move forward. You have kind of like been banging your head in a wall, so to speak. Perhaps what you've been trying to do there has been obstacle after obstacle, and now when it suddenly moves forward, you need to take it slowly, because this card, this fear that you had to move forward, is probably because you're scared of, because when it's Ten of Fire, you can't get more burnt out than that, almost. So this is a warning for you, Libra. Things are starting to move forward suddenly, and that's good. But when it does, perhaps it's time for you to lean back if you've been trying really hard, okay? There were two cards that came out. I just want one at a time, but I was looking at them. And the next card that came here, it's Strength. So we have two major arcanas here. We have 10 and 11. It's the Wheel and it's Strength. And here Strength talks about forgiveness and compassion and kind of being strong, but not being a show-off, or like not flexing your biceps or trying to prove anything. You don't need to prove anything, because and you shouldn't really. And here it says also forgiveness and compassion, and I think in this for you, Libra, I think it's about having forgiveness and compassion with yourself. Be really kind to yourself. And about this Ten of Fire and burnout situation, it's also a 10. So 10 the Wheel, 10 of Fire, 11 Strength. You need to put up boundaries. That's what I'm feeling. It hasn't been a card about boundaries yet. Let's see what came here. Oh, it's the Judgment card, Renewal. That's interesting. Review and evaluate. Time to move in a new direction. Because we have 10 and 20, and both those cards are like kind of milestones. And 10 is, well, we talked about 10 already, but renewal is kind of, what I'm feeling here is, of course this is a good beginning with the 10 of wheel moving, and I stand for everything I've said so far, and but I think perhaps when these things start moving that you wanted to, I think you're gonna feel that this is not what you wanted at this time. Because we have the signs here, that you have your doubts, you fear to move forward, you're actually a bit too tired, and well, it's kind of like, be careful what you wish for, or what you wanted turned up in another shape. And let's say you really wanted a job, and you've been trying to get a job, and when you get it, you think, oh great, I got a job, but it's something that won't make you feel good. So perhaps you have to, this is just an example, it can also be like a relationship. You've been wanting to get back together with this person, And finally you do, and you remember everything, all the reasons why you broke up. And something within that relationship made you really tired. This was too many cards, so that's why I'm putting them back. You have to apply this to your own situation, Libra. I wonder how I would apply it. For me, I've been trying to get a doctor's appointment, and he's been really hard to deal with. And now I have got an appointment, and I don't feel like seeing this man at all, actually. But I guess I have to. I don't know. Too many cards again. Too many cards. It's almost heavy, this deck, because I've shuffled it so much. I used it so much. For a long time, this was the only one I had. And here comes this lovely energy, Queen of Fire. So it comes underneath the Ten of Fire. So it comes to me, even if this is very, very positive, because the Queen of Fire can handle almost anything. But since it comes underneath this and Ten of Fire, and it's kind of, oh, I think you're so used to thinking I'm invincible. I can do anything. I don't need anyone else, and I'm strong enough to conquer this, and I bet you are. But as I said, take this Ten of Fire seriously. This is about burnout, believe me, because I become ill of stress. I'm home from work because I have bodily symptoms of stress. Sometimes it's my stomach, sometimes my ears are ringing, and sometimes it's my feet. So I mustn't. These are all signs that I need to put my health first. So I'm only doing things that makes me feel good, and reading tarot is one of those things. I only do it when I feel like it. You see? So the next card that came out is, I like this card in this context because it's the Knight of Fire, and it's a slow moving and steady energy. It's an energy that gets the job done, but it's not trying to show off like perhaps the Knight of Fire would do. He's not impulsive like the Knight of Air, and he's not over emotional like the Knight of Water. This is just dedication, and as I was talking about before, putting one foot in front of the other in your own pace, and don't be afraid to take a breather, because life is not a competition. It's not about winning a competition, it's about living a life, and that can sometimes be kind of doing nothing. Listen to a record, put the record off and listen to your inner voice. I don't know. Today I've been meditating for hours because it was so nice I couldn't get up. I was kind of drifting. I got the visions in purple. Too many cards all the time. Can I please have one? But then the sun started shining and I went out to get sun in my face for a while. But it was not as... God, too many cards. It's a shame because I saw the Seven of Earth and that would have been a really nice... Oh Jesus, what's wrong with this thing? Please give me one. Please give me one. For Libra. I had a long relationship with a man who was Libra. We were a match in many ways, but also I think it was a clash because of fire and earth in other placements. And here, the next card that comes out is ego. And this is usually like the devil card. Number 15 is usually the devil card. And 1 + 5 is connected to the lovers. So this is what I'm thinking, that this ego energy is not about you. Since it's connected to the lovers, I guess it's about someone that you have or have had a romantic connection with. Let's just look at this for a while. You can see here in the picture, this figure is wearing like a mask. He's scared of showing his true self. He's carrying a lot of gold, like a heavy treasure, and he's in like his own bubble here. It's like when people are insecure, if they are carrying like shame or feelings of not being good enough, they have to burden themselves with like they have to own a lot of things that are shiny, like an expensive car or I don't know, really expensive clothes or things that are just fancy, because like there's nothing wrong with having nice things if it makes you happy, but if a person have them to kind of seem valuable in the eyes of other people, then we must question ourselves, is that really how we want to live our lives? Can we try to love ourselves even on like our worst day when our hair looks like shit, or well, you know, when you didn't go to the gym this week because you were too tired, can you like yourself like even then and think that you're okay, or do you give yourself a hard time? And what I'm feeling is perhaps you have someone around you who's kind of trying to push you because of the things that I've said before. Someone is trying to tell you that you must, perhaps someone is telling you to try harder, or think that you need to be more successful or something like that. And in this situation, I don't think it's good for you. So you know best how that applies to your life. I've had people around me who have made me feel like I have to look better or do better, but well, I like them anyway. But I keep like a watch on myself so that I don't let it get to me. So I'm taking my own advice again. And the next card is also nice. So we have the 7 of Fire coming underneath the Queen of Fire. So you are really strong to all this, and if things here, this is kind of nice because we have a diagonal here with the Wheel, Renewal, and like the 7 of Fire. And I don't know why that caught my eye, but we're gonna look at these 3 cards because I felt like it was this way the energy was moving. So this is things really moving forward, and this card is about standing your ground. And didn't I say before that there was no card about boundaries? But here it came out, because defend your beliefs and decision, stand your ground, shows your battles wisely. So it's also about preserving energy. Perhaps, as I was talking about before, if there is someone who is kind of pushing you when you're tired and worn out, and you have things up to here to think about, then try to tell them in a gentle way that that's not for you, that, well, I can see why you think I should get a top, look for a better job with better payment, where I achieve more, but I am really low on energy now, and I'm worried about my health, so I have to choose my occupation more after what makes me feel good, or something like that. Or I know you want to get back in a relationship with me, but as I was feeling the last time, things weren't good for me in the relationship. I felt pressured or something like that, and so now I just need to take things slowly, and perhaps you had got different values than that person that you thought you wanted to get back together with. I don't know. I just read what comes to mind. And sometimes I don't know why I'm saying things. But I have learned to trust. So I'm gonna pull a couple of angel messages here. And let's see what we have for Libra. Any messages for Libra from angels? Angel messages for Libra, please. Okay, so 3 came out. I think we're gonna take those. The first card that comes out is assertiveness, and it goes very well with this 7 of fire here. This situation can be healed gently and with love, as you've requested. Yet there is also need for your strength and truthfulness with other people involved. We stand right behind you as you speak your truth, while giving you strength and guiding your words. The next card is fresh air. Your body needs refreshment from oxygenated air generated by grass, trees, plants, and flowers. Spend time outside today, as near to Mother Nature's cradle as possible. Open up your curtains and windows to refresh your home as well. So this is nice. We can get more energy from being in nature and take a breather. The last angel message. What do you desire? You have now the opportunity to write a script according to your heart's true desires. Once you clearly decide upon your true desires and know that you're ready and deserving of them, they'll rush into your life as if by magic. That was a really nice picture too. I like to be her in a beautiful shawl in the garden. This was a nice reading, I thought. So glad that you are here, if you are still Libra, and Thank you for tuning in. Please come back next month or check out your other placements like moon and rising. Alright, goodbye and take care.